everyone, and today we want to do practical about setting up the browser for Selenium, and we will use Java programming, and we will understand that how to start Chrome browser, how to start Firefox, how to start Edge browser, especially on Windows machine, right? And we'll talk about Chrome for test. So Chrome has dedicated version of Chrome browser for testing purposes that we should utilize. We'll talk about headless mode, why we should use it, when to use this. We'll talk about download option, page sizing, um, page load timeout, and this shadow DOM element somebody has asked. That's why I have added this. Let's start now. So the very first thing on Eclipse, let's create a new project. So we'll say new project. What kind of project? Maven project I'm selecting because dependency management is easier here. So I'm selecting Maven project and I'll click next. And there are options like create a simple project archetype, skip archetype selection. So I'll select that so that I don't have to select any archetype. I'll click on next. And now I have to give group ID and artifact ID. So here I can give anything. It says Selenium practice. And this artifact ID is, let's say, automation, um, automation UI, something like that I'm using. Finish. Rest of the things you don't have to select. Once you do that, if you see automation UI, that project will be visible. This one, see here, it's visible at my left hand side. Automation, automation UI, correct? You are able to see that. There, if you see, there are simple structure present, source mean Java, source mean resource, source test Java, source test resource, and other folder, JRE system library. Then there is pom.xml. So this is the file where you can add the dependencies. Adding the dependencies means what are the supporting libraries you want to use in your project. Otherwise, as of now, it's just a simple Java project, right? So here, what you can do is you can say dependencies. It will show you the options once you write it. Dependencies. So I want to add Selenium dependency here. So how to add that? Go to Google and go to the official website of let's say Selenium. So the official website is selenium.dev. This is the official website. And if I go to downloads, latest version of Selenium is 4.18.1. I can click here, I can get the jar. But basically, I don't want to get the jar and add it into the, build path. I don't want to do that. It's better you go to this search on Google, uh, MVN repository. Okay, so this is the website mvnrepository.com. There you can search any Maven dependencies which you want to add. So here I will search for Selenium. Okay, hold on. Because I have opened my right. It's verifying because I have opened in the incognito or the private mode. So it is asking me whether you are human or not. That's fine. Maybe it will not ask you this thing. I'm just verifying it. Or else I can use here actually in the real browser. Let me open Ambient repository. This one I'm talking about. And here I will simply search for Selenium. Okay, it is asking me because, I have opened my automated uh, browser only. So I understand why it is happening. Okay, I got it. So here, basically, I should put now I will not have this. Yes. So this is Selenium Java 4.18.1. That is the latest one. And if I go down, I can copy. I can copy. There it is. I can copy this. So that I want. I will copy this. I'll go here and I add this dependency and let's format it Control A, Control Shift F. Or once you do Control A in edit, you will have option to format somewhere. Okay, check it somewhere. You should have format option. Anyways, the shortcut is Control Shift F, and then I'm saving this. Once you will save this, you will see that one new folder has come, Maven dependencies. See here, and all the Selenium related libraries are here. You don't have to worry about it. Done. Okay, where to write the code then? Where to write the code that we will see. In between, somebody has asked this question. I'll try to answer later on. Let's go back. Now, concentrate on what we are talking about as of now, right? Because it is important. And many people are struggling about opening the browser, and there are problems related to version manager and all. So here I will create a package, simply browser practice. Okay. And inside the package, let's create a new class. So for every browser, I'll create something different. So this is Chrome practice. Chrome practice. And I'll create main function as well. So let's see this. Now, um, the thing is, Selenium after 4.1 version is smart enough to handle the browser very well, especially after 4.10. Um, there is no WebDriver manager required. Selenium itself will provide you Selenium manager. So there is a Selenium manager um, which will take care of your uh, browser version and driver version compatibility. So it does on the fly. You don't have to worry about the compatibility part, especially when you are already working with, let's say, latest version of Java, and you don't want to work with the specific version of browser. If you don't want to work specific version of the browser, it will automatically pick the stable version. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. For a simple one to open a Chrome browser is you will write WebDriver, WebDriver, driver, you can name anything. I'm writing dr is equals to new Chrome driver. That's it. And this is the way to open the browser. Now I want to open, let's say, a particular website. So I will say dr dot get and then a particular website which you want to open. So for example, I want to open, let's say, google.com itself. That's it. So this will open Google in Chrome. Okay. So let's run this code. I will do right click and I'll say run as Java application. Mm, Let's see what will happen. Yes, it has opened. You will observe that when you're doing it, it's saying that Chrome for testing is only for automated testing. For regular browsing, use a standard version of Chrome that updates automatically. There are two kind of Chrome available now. One is Chrome for testing, and one is normal Chrome browser which you use. Okay, so it's up to you. By default, uh, what you are seeing here is Chrome for testing itself. Okay, now, now, now. So this is the way to do it. You don't have to write system dot set property, which you will be able to see in old YouTube videos or old content about Selenium. People used to do like system dot set property, webdriver dot chrome dot driver, right? Something like that. People used to write like this. Let me write it. System dot set property. Then here somewhere they were mentioning WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, and then the path here, path for the Chrome driver exe will come. It's a whole pattern of doing it. You don't have to do that right now. With Selenium latest version, you don't have to do this thing. Just this thing automatically, everything will be handled. That's it. Simplest way. But I'll talk about if you want to work with a particular version of Chrome, that's possible. In the same way, let's write for the Firefox. I'll just copy paste. Uh, sorry. I will delete this. Let's copy this and paste it here. But this will be browser Firefox practice. Firefox practice. Okay. And the Firefox browser, same thing. Instead of writing new Chrome driver, you will be writing Firefox driver. That's it. But let's do one more thing here. Once you do that, let's search something. So let's run this first to check whether Firefox is getting opened or not. Yeah, it's getting opened, and let's search something here. So to do that thing, you have to find this text box, right? This search box. Just right click and say inspect, and inspect this checkbox. Sorry, this search box, right? So I can inspect this, and this is basically text area ID is something. Name is equals to Q, role is equals to combo box. So you can identify this by text area where name is Q. So what I can write here is as an XPath text area where at the rate name is equals to Q. I think this should work. Yes. So it is identifying that element, right? It is identifying this element. So this is like I'm finding an element based on XPath. There are multiple ways to do it, but I'm finding it that way. So once it is opened, what I want to do, dr dot find element by dot XPath, and that XPath is very simple, this one. But what I want to do with that, what I want to do with that dot send keys, and let's send like Nitesh Jain, Pune, London. Nitesh Jain, Pune. something like that. I'm searching myself here. So something like this. Let's say it may search my profile. Even I don't know what it is going to do. I'm just putting it like this. Okay, so it should actually put that. But after that, you have to click on search icon. So what happens when I write something like that? It is lead QA LinkedIn, something like that. But then you have to hit on enter, correct? So hit the enter here. Then only it will search um, something, right? So this may be my profile. I'm just, I think, yes. So this will open, right? Now, basically you have to hit the enter, correct? So how to do that? Let's learn new thing today. So this is, you have sent that text, correct? But then you have to hit the enter also. So that for that you can write driver dot switch to dot active element. So you want to find out where I am as of now. So you can always use driver dot switch to dot active element, which will tell you where you are, that particular element. You are switching your contacts to that. And then you can say, I want to send keys. What do you want to send? Keys dot enter. So keys is another class which you can use. And there is there are a lot of options like up arrow, down arrow, enter, all those things. So one of the option is enter. But when I did it, you will observe that it has imported this selenium dot keys. So you have to do that if you want to use it. That's it. Okay, done. But then I think it's done. But let's see the next step if you want to implement where we are. I don't know where we are. Here, if I say Nitish and LinkedIn, something like that, it is showing this particular profile. So if I want to click here, I'll inspect it. I will again inspect this. It is showing me my name and my company name as of now. But yeah, it's fine. I can search it by its H3 notation. It may not work in future because you know how Google is showing the search, they may change their implementation. They may change. It's quite possible. But as of now, it's H3 where where text is. So I'm writing the XPath for that, where text is this. Okay, it is able to find out this. Great. So hope you guys are able to see what I'm doing. It's a bit, let me increase the font. Yes, and I'll make it here. So I have written H3, which has text Nitesh Jain watermark, and I want to hit that. It's very simple. You can search your own name also. I'm just doing this, or anything you can do here. So once it's done, I want to do driver dot find element by dot again XPath, and this is the XPath. And once it is done, what I want to do, I want to click on it. So I'll say dot click. Done. Simplest code. I hope you guys are able to understand what we are doing. We are opening Firefox browser. We are opening google.com. Then we are that search box, we are finding that element. Then we are saying in that search box, send these keys and then hit enter. And then there is a particular link, click there. To better understand that, what I am going to do is I am putting thread.sleep so that you will see one by one what is happening in 2000 milliseconds. uh, Pause will be there, right? So when you are adding thread.sleep, you have to throw the interrupted exception. Okay, this is not this is not mandatory to do. I am doing it just to showcase you that okay, something is happening step by step. Our sole purpose is not to do all these steps, but I want to show you like a simple flow. Let's say it's a test flow and we are doing it. See here, it's showing this, then it has hit the enter, and then it is opening my own profile. Done. Okay. So I don't want to go ahead with how you will handle all these things and all, but it is showing me something like that. So test is successful. Now let's do the same thing on Edge browser. So let's do that. We'll make another class Edge practice. Okay. The beauty with Selenium code is it the same code will work for all the browsers. It's not like that for Edge browser you have to write something new. No, you just have to change this line where you are handling your browser part. It's like I have written Edge, then control space, so it will give me options. So I am selecting Edge driver. But rest of the code you can copy. So the same thing which you did for Firefox, the same code you can do on Edge also. So I'm pasting it here. Okay, then save. So the same thing will happen now on Edge browser. So we'll say run as now in Edge browser. It will open. Yeah, it has opened Edge now. If you see the icon here, see here, it is Edge browser. It's opening Google, putting Nitesh Jain, email lead QA. Then it is opening this, and then it is hitting that particular profile. Great. And you can close it. So the code to close the browser is either you use driver.close or quit. As of now, I'm putting driver.quit because there is just one browser instance is open. Done. Now, this is about opening the browser. So the simple format to open the browser is this. Let me note down whether you are working with Chrome or Firefox or Edge. It's always same. Here, the particular driver name will come. So I am saying browser driver name will come. Browser driver name will come. Okay. So that is the syntax to open a particular browser instance. Okay. Now we will see a lot of other things about other options, how to handle all those things.